Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Rainy Day, and I'm a generational psychic medium, and I have clairvoyant lineage extending back for many generations. And since birth, I have had the spiritual gift of insight. Yes, I see dead people. I also hold a master's degree in clinical behavioral psychology that I combine in with my spiritual business. And if that wasn't enough, I'm a respected spiritual educator, powerful energy healer, a direct channel to spirit, and an accurate medical medium, all from divine guidance from spirit and the other side. You can book a life changing session with me at www.raineyday.com. That's RAINEYDAY.com. And I'm proud to announce that I have added an energy exchange tip jar. And if you're so inclined, you can send me that at paypal.me/rainy day psychic. So let's get started. Let's get started. August. Oh, August. Here's what it means and how it will impact you. So get ready to dodge some curveballs. August is definitely coming in like a lion, not only with a bang, but a grand roar, but with a love of life. August is going to be a month of change and prosperity, but not without some hurdles. There's a flip side when August comes in. August 3rd is a great time to have those difficult conversations with those close to you where you feel there's a rift and you have some things left unsaid. Now it's time to be receptive. The law of receptivity, it's in the air. Do it before August 10th because there's a full moon a coming and that energy will flip. And I mean flip. Get ready for the full moon on August 11th. It brings in disagreements and misunderstandings. Do you really have to say it? Because probably not at this time. And avoid drama at all costs. Watch what you text. It's probably going to be misunderstood and misread. And you're going to be into a texting war. And you really don't want that. You can't take that back. It will always be brought up and put in your face for years to come. And did I say years? August full moon is a little thick, and it's time for a reality check and work together during these difficult times. Community people, your spirit tribe, especially when it comes to familial relationships. Family people, it's all about family. This is not the month to make those significant financial decisions. Don't sign any documents. It's time to know too where you are at in your life's path, work out a plan, and it's time to take inspired action. And that's going to come in the first week of September. The second half of August is really a great time to get social. You know that band you wanted to start with that group of friends? Summer's almost over. Get out into the water, rent a party boat. Make sure everyone has their life jackets on because you don't want anyone going over. Or wait, do you want to? Were they pushed? Just kidding. Or am I? August is full of flip sides. Just balance whatever you do during this time period and everything will work out in your greatest and divine good. Roll out the red carpet. Throw a party, girl. Throw a party, guy. From August 24th to the end of the month is a great time to go within and reevaluate how far you've come and where you have to go and understand what you really want out of life. Are we there yet? Well, why not? Get in touch with what you must clear out, what you need to let go in order to grow. Aren't you ready to get out of that proverbial hamster wheel and that daily grind? You're probably feeling it like it's Groundhog's Day all day, every day, and hitting that snooze button of life, only to hear, I got you, babe. I got you, babe. Watch the movie, you'll understand. Are we there yet? August is your time, baby. It is your time to reevaluate, repair, and quit hitting the snooze button of life. Time to get up, make your damn bed, and get on the road to clarity on what you are meant to do with this next phase of your life. Keep your eyes peeled out for some special signs from the universe, and don't forget, you need to ask for it because it's never too big. Take advantage of August new moon on the 27th, where the energy is always aligning to your highest and best interest. And it's time to make a fresh start because, darling, you, yes, you, and I'm yelling, you deserve everything that life has to offer. It's waiting for you to reach out and grab all of those dreams and desires, that heart space. August's message is to get your head back in the game. It's time to mend, heal, stay grounded, find balance in all things, and get back on your life's purpose and get back on your life's path, that yellow brick road. Living consciously is a choice, and you are being nudged to follow suit with those conscious choices. Don't get discouraged and embrace the moment. August is all about flip sides. It's going to be all right. Hello, Aquarius. I'm not going to sing to you this month, I promise. Well, maybe I don't promise. I don't know. But welcome, Aquarius, for your August main focus. There's change. We want you to have a healthy heart, boundaries, relationships, healthier choices, change again. Change, change, change. Did I say change? And habits. All right, Aquarius. Where your boundary at? Where are your boundaries? You know, boundaries are healthy. I want you to embrace them. Setting boundaries is honoring your light. And I know it's hard. I know it's hard. But when you draw that line in the sand, my water sign, you're asserting healthy boundaries and you are then able to share your authentic self with others. But I want you to keep in mind, it's all about balance. And this is your August mantra, all about balance. Life is about give and take, and especially in relationship, it really is. Evaluating what works and what is not working. This is that perfect month for you to reflect on the history of your relationships and understanding where have they been in disharmony and what caused it. The more you understand your role, because we all play a role in these unsuccessful connections, the healthier these long-term relationships will be. Because, Aquarius, don't you want a healthy, happy forever after? You need to start prioritizing your own needs. The key is to trust your heart. You know what you need better than anyone else. And I've said this many times, you're losing sight of your truth because you're allowing the voice outside of your soul to rule your thoughts. Let that sink in. I also want to say, are you standing in the way of other people's growth and their lessons? I get it. I understand. I have kids. I get it. Because when we love so deeply, sometimes we see when they are about to step in shit. Yes. That's where our proactive side kicks in and we rush in and try to save the day. So it's just like, so I have a master's degree in clinical behavioral psychology, and I use that in my spiritual business. And I'm going to equate it to this. If you're a parent, or if you're an aunt or an uncle and you've got a beautiful little child in front of you learning to walk and they're a little wobbly and they're trying to navigate, and we as humans have a propensity to reach in and save. So as this beautiful little child is learning to walk, la, 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 they start to fall. And us, meaning us humans in this human experience, we have these knee-jerk reactions that we want to grab them and save them from falling. Oh no, don't fall. Because we want to save the day. But you know what? You need to let them fall. And don't react, because when they learn how to fall, they learn how to pick themselves, dust themselves off, and be okay. That's science and that's spiritual aspect of what I want you to really, really let sink in for the month of August. It is so important for you. I know we want to wrap them up in a blanket and put them in front of the television, lock the door while they'll be safe so we can keep an eye on them. But aren't you exhausted? You, Aquarius, are standing in the way of their growth. When you step out of the way, they can continue to grow. You know, those lessons that we need, that we must have as humans to master in this lifetime, it's for our soul's growth and ascension. And so when you stand in the way of someone trying to live their life, you're really standing in their soul's expansion. And remember, you're a soul. Your physical form is just the vessel. You forget that sometimes. Well, here's your sign. Allow people to make their own mistakes. We sometimes need to trip and fall before we learn to fly. Am I right? The universal intelligence is calling on you to learn this lesson. It's a love language, and you're being asked to learn this love language. And sometimes you got to let people you love make their own mistakes. Right, Aquarius? I know. It's also time to change up those daily routines and look at what you're doing for joy and recreation and fun, especially around August 22nd, because Aquarius, you're in need of a change. We just need to change your energy, more like a personal transformation. So I want you to look at what bad habits do you have? Are you a smoker? And I'm no judgment here. I've never smoked. I just don't understand smoking. I never will. I haven't had that life experience. But maybe it's time you quit. You don't want your mouth to get all those little smoker lines, do you? Are you a stress eater? Sometimes I am. Yeah, and my hips don't lie either. Do you sit and play video games way too much? Yeah, gaming addictions are a unique preoccupation. You're just preoccupying your time with stuff that doesn't fill your soul. And it's time to change up those lifestyle choices and break those bad habits by replacing them with something healthier. And again, I've never smoked, so I don't really understand it. But what spirit shows me is that it will probably one of the hardest things to kick because it's like a drug. But out of anyone, Aquarius, you can do it. Seek the help of a professional, whether it be a mental health professional, medical professional, um, a physical therapist professional, an alcohol organization that's professional in helping people through alcoholism. You need to seek that out because you don't want to restrict yourself. We just want you, we, meaning spirit. When I say we, it's spirit. We just want you to acknowledge that those things aren't working in your life anymore. And you just need to start from there. And towards the end of the month, your work life balance needs to be looked at. Mm, I know, I know. I know, because you are not recognizing how unbalanced it is right now. So, my little water child, you might want to really change things up. I want you to change your living space room by room. Start with the bathroom. Purge those old medicines that are outdated or that suntan lotion that you haven't used in years and anything else that you honestly haven't used in the last 6 months. Throw it away. Purging is a wonderful way to bring balance and clarity to your mind, body, and spirit. Welcome that opportunity. It's kind of like starting over. And what you can do is you can do a little bit of a facelift, little one room by room. The dollar store, well, it's really the $1.25 store, but the dollar store has some really beautiful little wall emblems that have little inspirational sayings. My daughter just showed me, she put in her bathroom these really pretty butterflies that she got from the $1.25 store. But you don't, it doesn't need to be expensive to change it. Maybe you need to grab a picture that's in the living room and put it in the bathroom, whatever it is. Welcome the opportunity because it's just like starting over. Aquarius, there is a lot of lessons that are coming your way in August, and I just don't want you to get overwhelmed. I want you to know that you just need to be at peace with what is. After you maybe redo your bathroom, go in the bathroom or go anywhere where you are not going to be bothered and go onto YouTube and listen to Casey Musgrave's song Rainbow. There are two aspects to this. So I have a master's degree in clinical behavioral psychology, and I'm a generational born this way psychic medium. So there's a scientific aspect to this and a spiritual aspect to this. And again, August is all about flip sides. So when you listen to this song, I really want you to just before you hit play, just take a few deep breaths in and ground yourself and be in the moment and listen to every word. And when you get to the end of that song, allow yourself to cry it out. It's two things. From a scientific standpoint, you are releasing some of these pent up emotions. And from the spiritual side, it's your soul signaling to your human experience to let go. So you're honoring both worlds. And write down the very last sentence of that and post it on post-it notes. I'm going to tell you what it is. It'll all be all right. And I want you to post that everywhere. So that's a little extra tip you get. I wasn't planning on that, but Spirit said you really needed it. So August metaphysical growth exercise. Because this is a tough month for you, Aquarius. August needs to be lived from the heart, not from the mind. You know, we sometimes let the mind take over, but it is really our hearts that tells us our own authentic truth. And living from that heart is where you are more inclined to live life on your terms and live with an open heart. Because when you live from the heart, getting a little choked up, life truly changes. It feels different. There's more peace and serenity, and your decisions come from a deeper knowing. And you bring in and usher in peace and serenity. There's way more peace and serenity. And your decisions are from that deeper knowing. Your life will transform, and this tumultuous month's energy will shift for the better and for the benefit of everybody around you. Because when you live from your heart, you truly show up in life from your authentic self. And you're going to use your solar plexus too, because it will always keep you on your divine path. How many times have you gone against your gut? Oh my God, I knew I shouldn't have done that. Or you go against your grain, same thing. That's your solar plexus. Your solar plexus keeps you on path and is your psychic GPS. And so I want you to get quiet. We're going to learn first and foremost who we are authentically. I guess I had to take a pause for dramatic effect. You need to know what makes you happy and what our strengths and where our weaknesses lie. Because by being honest with ourselves and who we are, we can begin to hear what our heart is really saying to us all the time. And because the heart isn't ruled by logic, but instead emotions, where our mind is like not always logical either. That gut feeling we have is our soul speaking to us. It lets us know that the decision is true for us because it feels right. And the heart grounds us with spirit, and it never lies and always has our best intentions. And ego, unlike the ego, our ego doesn't always have our best intentions. It's a sentient being and it has a place, but it's not in this. We don't need our ego right now. When we feel something, we let go of that ego voice and then we start listening to the soul. As you do, your heart opens and you live from a place of love and it's true freedom. This opening is really a daring act, and it means that we're putting ourselves out there, our authentic self out into the world, living authentically, being who we truly are. And so your exercise for August is to head over to my website and download my free journaling from the heart. It's a free download and it's a 7-day spiritual journey, but one that you can repeat all through August. And sit for a moment, lovely. Close your eyes and open your heart space. And so take a deep breath and honestly, just close your eyes because I am going to be giving you some Reiki healing energy. And I'm going to be pushing it gently, not pushing it, seeding it into your heart space. And I do it a little differently than some traditional Reiki. And we are just going to take and break up that energy because it just feels a little bit stagnant. And so accept this Reiki healing energy as a gift. Just be in this moment, present space and time, as I continue to send you distant Reiki healing. Ooh, how does that feel? Now come back to where I'm infusing your energetic essence with some Reiki healing. After you do your 7-day journaling from the heart each day, come back and see if you start to feel that energy starting to break up and heal your heart more. Because really, when you see the magic in life and you accept all of the energy of who you authentically are to come out, life is lived in such a beautiful way. Life is just, the colors look more vibrant, the air smells more crisp and clean. It's just an amazing, amazing way to live. So, day one, you're going to go deep into your inner work, and all of the directions are there. They're journaling prompts of the exercise and how to. Let me step back a little bit. Each day gives you journaling prompts. You're going to buy a journal only for this specific purpose and a special pen. I love purple pens because that's just the higher vibrational color for me. You're going to write down those journal prompts and you're going to journal. And there's an exercise that you do every day. And the first one is giving you the shokugure. Now, there's going to be a lot of Reiki traditionalists that say, oh, you can't give that symbol. They can't use that. They haven't gone through the second attunement. Well, very respectfully, I honor you and how you do your Reiki, but this was divinely guided to me, and I choose to do my Reiki differently. So, having said that, day two is in sacred inspired action. Day three is experience sadness. I'm reading it. Day four is connecting with nature. Day five is experiencing self love. And there's an exercise that you do after that. Day six is a sacred pause. And day seven is spiritual ascension. So when you're done with that, come back to this. Feel that Reiki energy going through you. On the eighth day, just take a rest. Don't do anything. And then go back to day one, and you can do it again the next 7 days and then rest. And then the next week after that, go back and see if you're seeing a pattern. Go back and see if spirit is trying to guide you in another more authentic way of living this current lifetime more authentically you. I think it's just a beautiful exercise that you can use and grow, Aquarius, because that's why we're all here. We're not here to be in the same state all the time. So, Aquarius, may you find this beautiful gift of journaling from the heart helpful. May you continue to shine your own light. And until next time, Aquarius, I will see you soon. Have a blessed August.